everybody. Welcome to episode 243 of our Gaming Meal podcast. As always, we are here to deliver some gaming related news and discussions in the form of a three-course meal, although usually today we're just going to go with the big meal, which is the Game Awards reactions. So before we start, I am one of your hosts, Eric, and I am here with Manny.
What is up, my gamers?
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Excellent. And as I pre-mentioned already, in today's episode, we will be basically discussing just our main course. We know exactly what we want to order. We don't need no appetizers, no entries. There's a lot of gaming news, particularly things that are going on during the holidays. But we want to talk about the Game Awards announcements and some of the awards at the end. But basically the announcements, that's the kind of fun part. So with that, all right. So for this week's first and only course, we're gonna talk about the Game Awards, as we mentioned, the Nightly's 2025 Game Awards, where we go over. It's like a 3-hour show, so it's a pretty substantial show. Apparently, the viewers.
Beefy.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's beefy. It's pretty. Yeah, it's long.
Yeah. So there were about what I think it was like 170 million viewers or something like that.
Yeah, I remember. I read that same number, 171 million viewers.
Yeah, so
But
that's
who knows how many bots?
how many watch parties. People have watch parties for this, so it's like one stream, 20 people or something sometimes. So, pretty impressive. It seems like the Game Awards is definitely consistent enough that it's here to stay. Whether it will be honored or treated as the Game Award like other like the Oscars or anything like that, we'll get to there. But for now, let's talk about the announcements. And again, to start this off, we're not gonna be able to talk about every single thing because it's way too much. So we basically selected a handful of things. We'll go over them some quickly. We won't go anything, for example, that was shown in the pre-show because they had some things revealed. I think Pragmata, the release date, was announced at the pre-show.
There was one game that I remember from the pre-show that looked pretty good. It was like a first-person dungeon crawler, giving Souls vibes. I think it was called Decrepit. Decrepit?
Maybe there's so many things announced. I don't even have a list of everything.
But look it up. I thought it was like that's bad.
Yeah. And again, yeah, there's a lot of news. But for example, let's talk about the big stuff because the big stuff is kind of the fun thing. And again, this episode may take 30 minutes, may take longer. If it's short, perfect because we get to talk about some new games, particularly, right? New announcements. We'll get to talk about some of the studios and what they're doing. But let's get on with the big announcements. And again, we won't tackle everything. There's really not too much time to do it. So I'm really picking based on what I was able to find in terms of the order. And not everything's going to be in order, even though it's going to be a little bit in order of when it was revealed during the show. And we'll start with literally the biggest announcement at the beginning of the show, which was a new Star Wars game. This is Star Wars Fate of the Old Republic. It was announced coming from Casey Hudson. That is apparently the original developer for the KOTOR Knights of the Old Republic games. And it was announced that this is going to be a single-player action-adventure game, RPG. Although apparently later on after the show, they were basically told that the game was going to come out in 2030 or something. so or 3032, some crazy thing, which is like, this is just a CGI trailer. That's all we have. AKA, we're 5-6 years away. So I'm like, PlayStation 6 title for sure, the kind of thing.
So Jason Schreier said that they like the team was formed relatively recently, and that's why he threw out that 2030 number because it's like, yeah, they're just getting started, probably proof of concept kind of shit. But the very next day, Casey Hudson, which was the lead, right? He said like it shouldn't take that long. Right, so I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're leveraging something that already exists. Maybe they, maybe it's 2028 instead of 2030. It's still a long way away for sure. Like it's not close.
Oh, for sure. This is like the reveal of like, here's a CGI trailer. We got the license. We're greenlit, but which who knows? Hey, more Star Wars games to add to the waiting list. Because we talked about it the last episode we had, where we talked about all the.
What are your predictions?
One of our predictions was either something new Star Wars related, or an update to one of those.
One fucking game, more than one Star Wars.
And actually, if you want, let's tackle both Star Wars games. So we're talking Star Wars. Let's bring the other one. Later on in the game, in the Game Awards, later on, like almost at the end, they showed another Star Wars title. This one, a new Star Wars game as well, called Galactic Racer. And this is basically pod racing, the next one. Which I'm surprised they keep making these. But this is developed by Fuse Games, which I think is a new studio, but it's from the Criterion devs, which raises my expectations quite a bit. Because Criterion is gold standard for racing, at least for when they made the Burnout series. And apparently this is coming in 2026. And so this probably is a little bit easier for them to do than a new action-adventure RPG. But yeah, 2 Star Wars titles. Action RPG and a racing game, yeah.
I don't know how racing games still in the Star Wars universe, they keep happening every once in a blue moon, I guess.
And the Rogue Squadron games, they keep happening, and it's like, somebody likes these. They keep making them.
Yeah, but they're definitely more niche. So like you only see them every 20 years or something.
Yeah, Star Wars racing, specifically racing games, are rare-ish. They exist. A lot of them exist. You can literally make a video out of like the history of the Star Wars racing games.
Yeah, isn't there a Twisted Metal like was it Star Wars theme?
Yes, there is. There is.
You can kind of call it racing. It's vehicles.
Was there? At this point, no, I'm forgetting.
Sure there was, dude. Like Star Wars Demolition or something like that. It was called.
A good question. I should do not know now. I'm
Star Wars
sure.
Demolition. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So, yeah, new Star Wars titles, excellent. We still are waiting for an update on any other Star Wars titles that were announced in the last 5 years.
Yeah, it's bizarre that like we got 2 new Star Wars games instead of any updates on like shit that
Yeah.
we know it has been quiet for a while.
Because, by the way, the fate of the Old Republic, this new title, is not the KOTOR remake that they announced years ago. This is different.
No, it's basically KOTOR 3. That's like what
they're basically making KOTOR 3 and KOTOR 1 at the same time. 2 different studios. Has this ever happened? Where we have 2 new games of the same story of E and then be made at the same time?
I feel like normally you wait for the remake, see how it lands, and then see if whether or not you like create a new entry in the exactly in the universe, not both at the same time. But who the hell knows? Maybe Disney had some money, and they were shopping around, and they were like, you know what? Sure, this happened.
Man, at this point, the way Disney is giving away the Star Wars license to basically anybody that will say, I want to make one. I want to make one. I want to make a list of the developers that I'm like, just ask for the Star Wars IP. It's literally free. They will give it to anybody at this point. That's what it feels like sometimes. Because both these games are 2 new studios, right?
Yeah, but I thought I read that the Republic game was made, like the studio was made for this game, and it's like with Lucasfilm like funding, like it's probably very close to Disney. You could think of it as like a Disney first party or second party, like.
I mean,
not that that's a thing because they're not a platform holder, but.
I'm surprised that's not a thing, but that's a Disney decision that they keep making bad decisions. And hopefully these are not it. All right, let's move on. Star Wars titles, new stuff. Yay! Slash, I hope I'm alive in 7 years to when these things come out. At this point, I would literally take a bet that Galactic Racers does not come out next year just because nothing Star Wars comes out. But maybe that'll break the trend. All right. Next, move on. One of the bigger announcements, and the biggest announcement, and some people even argue it should have been the last thing shown. I kind of disagree, but we'll get into it when we get to the last stuff.
Not the second or third thing. It's kind of weird where it was shown.
It was very weird, and no offense, I have an issue with this type of trailers, like very mature, very adult, bloody.
Oh yeah.
CGI trailers. It's like you do not need to do that. Like I was very unnerved when I saw a trailer. I'm like, cool, but I'm like, damn, man.
Disturbing on purpose. It was very.
The Game Awards has done this multiple times in the past, by the way. This is not the first time they did it. They've done trailers like this. I think they did Cyberpunk, and they had some weird stuff when they showed it like a decade ago or something. And I'm like, whoa, what is that? Was that shown? Was that like I think there was like a Far Cry or something. There was a show at one point. They showed like a Far Cry game, and they had literally like a first-person sex scene in the show. And I'm like, am I seeing this? Am I the only one that didn't check the footage before hitting play, putting it out there? This trailer was rough, and again, we're grown-ups. We're perfectly fine with this level of content, right? I thought it was strong for the show, and I'm like, you know what? You can start toning some of those things down. Like give me a PG-13 version of that thing, and then give me like the red line version is in the online. Perfect. I'll go online and watch that. There should have been a way to cut this, but like a good 5-10 seconds out of it.
Yeah, it was very dark.
But let's mention what it is. It's the next game from Larian Studios, the makers of Baldur's Gate 3 and obviously the Divinity Original Sin games, which are, by the way, Original Sin games. I literally have said this for years. GOAT level RPGs. Like, I know Baldur's Gate 3 really put that bar and just kept it there. But they have been top of the RPG pool for me for 10 plus years. Larian Studios. I'm like, they're in the same level as anybody. And that was from after Divinity Original Sin 1. When I play Original Sin 2, it's like, set. This is Divinity. Yeah. And we played it. We played Original Sin as a group, right? Original Sin 2 on the PlayStation, by the way, of all places.
We did, on PlayStation of all things.
Yeah. And again, they're saying the next Divinity game, it's not Original Sin, it's just Divinity. Which, I mean, big liars from Larian Studios to be like the days before when the statue reveal was... and they're like, no, we're not making any new Divinity Original Sin titles. And I'm like, that is not a denial. It's just not going to be called Original Sin, which that's what it was. They're saying that the game is the biggest game they've ever made, larger than Baldur's Gate 3. It is going to be a turn-based game. Larian Studios has done action RPGs in the past. Yeah, I forgot what the name of the titles were. But they have done action RPGs. They're not exclusively like turn-based RPGs, but this is already confirmed to be as turn-based RPGs. Basically, going to be Original Sin 3 for all intents and purposes. No offense. Baldur's Gate 3 does have the Dungeons and Dragons style of RPG, where it has like the whole rolling. Like, it's not going to have that.
I want to go back to the non-Dungeons and Dragon days of Original Sin 2. So like,
Me too.
looking forward to that. Don't get me wrong, the rolling the dice is fun and like the lore is fun, but I don't know. There was something pure about Original Sin 2.
Yeah.
And Original Sin for that matter, right? Where it's like just raw RPG elements that can blend perfectly together and it's so good.
Yeah. But if you remember, Divinity is literally there. Larian is Divinity. They had made Divinity games. I'm on their Wikipedia since 2002. All they've done is Divinity games, except for Baldur's Gate 3, right? So
there's the ones that we had Ride a Dragon and shit. Like those were technically mediocre games. Like they didn't hit their stride onto Original Sin
Yes, until they went literally turn-based.
In terms of like caliber, right? And becoming known as like, okay, these guys can make a good ass RPG.
Correct. Yeah, and I think Original Sin 2 is the one that really just blew it out of the water, where they improved on Original Sin 1, even though Original Sin 1 was already like a 9 out of 10, like excellent RPG. But they just improved it in every single way, and then we'll see Baldur's Gate 3. They won Game of the Year awards, etc., etc. And now with Divinity, excellent reveal. Like, it looks interesting. The concept is medieval as always. It felt like a Diablo trailer, right? If you told me this is a Diablo trailer, I would have believed you. And if you haven't seen Diablo CGI trailers, this is what I would have expected from a Diablo trailer. Yeah.
I mean, shit, we got a Diablo trailer in the same show.
Yes. But that one was more action-based, funny enough. That was more like, yeah, okay, that's like an angel fighting a demon. That's cool. If you've seen the previous two
concepts, where like they took out the what do you call it? Like the host, and then the demon came out, right?
Yes.
Like the same concept in both trailers.
Both, and by the way, they had like another trailer, and we'll talk about this a little bit later. Control, where it was also very creepy, like in the mood in the arena. I'm like, man, you have a lot of creepy, scary games. Something like Resident Evil was shown, and a bunch of other things were shown. But it's like there was a lot of like creepy horror things shown in this award show. That is like, I don't know how much I feel about like definitely for adults this show in a setting kind of way.
All right, we should go next.
All right, next. All right, real quick. Next, this one I found interesting. This one, the only reason I want to bring it up is because it's a new co-op game from PlayStation. So it's a PlayStation, I guess you want to call it first-party title, but it's also developed with Bad Robot Games in conjunction. It's from the Left 4 Dead creators. It's coming to PS5 and Steam, so obviously not Xbox or anywhere else. So it's basically a PlayStation exclusive, one of those live service games that they are releasing. Apparently, this one wasn't canceled. It came out of nowhere. Called 4Loop. If you look at the trailer, and this is my quick take, it looked like the most generic co-op thing that I could think of. I saw that trailer, and I'm like, okay, this looks interesting. Until you realize it's basically like a Left 4 Dead clone, live service thing. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to care for this. Any thoughts on this one, Manny?
Yeah, I mean, I like the names. Like, if somebody involved in Left 4 Dead is involved in this, right? Like, Left 4 Dead is probably like one of the first. What do you call them? Primogenitors? I don't know. Like one of the first of those co-op based. Let's say not mission, but like. You have it's almost like an extraction shooter nowadays, I guess, where you have like a
get
to a certain point.
Yep.
Yeah. So they're one of the original creators, but like so did Back 4 Blood. Didn't Back 4 Blood have the same thing where it's like, oh, I don't know, inspired by Left 4 Dead or
that's what I'm saying. Back 4 Blood was literally Back 4 Blood was from the creators of Left 4 Dead. Same thing. I don't even know if the same person that worked on it. And Back 4 Blood was good. It's just it came and went.
Yeah, it's just like a bunch of marketing. It's hard to buy into. Like it does look generic, but I feel like every trailer in this from a new IP looked pretty generic. We'll get to it because the last one was wow. But
yeah,
yeah, I don't have much to say. I hope it's good.
Again, I'm hoping it's good.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure the problem is it might be sold for $70. Like
that's my concern. Because look, I'll try this, but if it's $40, if it's $40, I'm not gonna get this. It's just the honest truth. It's like guys, I know PlayStation. It's a guarantee. It's gonna be paid title. Probably coming out around the same week or two as another probably free-to-play title. We'll talk about it after the end of this. So I was like, good luck. You keep not I don't know. It's just I'm not interested in this type of games anymore as much. And if I am, it's going to be a handful of games a year. For example, like Arc Raiders just came out. I tried that game. I played it. I understand what it is. It's a really good video game. Like it plays well, it looks well. It functions well, but it's an extraction shooter, and I'm like, I have no interest in doing this. I get like if you give me a loop like a PvE loop, perfect. But it's like, oh, go in there PvE, but also PvP, and you don't get to keep. If somebody kills you at any point at any time, you lose all your shit. I'm like, well, I don't want to play it if I'm gonna lose my stuff. Like, there's things I don't like, and the same thing with this Black for Blood. I liked, but I'm not gonna go back. I played every mission once, and it's like, that's it. I'm done. I'm not gonna replay these. But that's just me. We're getting old, or I'm getting old, and this doesn't hook me as much.
Yeah, I mean, they need to be nowadays. You cannot like these type of game. They live or die on community and mostly die, by the way. But basically, like you need to launch cheap, like with content, like exciting, like I don't know, or
And it's almost luck. It's almost luck. Like, are you gonna get hyped or not? I don't know.
Yeah, so it's like hard for us at this point in time to be like super excited when this game might be dead like a month after launch. You know what I mean? Like very, very realistically, it might just be dead in the water a month after launch.
You know what this game reminded me of when I saw it? You remember a game called Fuse from Insomniac?
Yeah, PS3 exclusive, right?
Yes. This is what it reminds me of. No, Fuse came out to be for PS3 and Xbox 360, by the way. It was the one time Insomniac did a full independent and it was a third-person shooter from Insomniac. By the way, if you've never heard of this, Google it. It wasn't a bad game. I played that game. I beat that game. It's just generic, and it's like at some point it's like, I'm happy you did this. I'm happy you tried something, but if it doesn't hit, and it just gave me the same vibes. It's like,
yeah, it'll come and go like many other games. Like,
yeah.
You remember FBC Firebreak? Isn't that
yes.
similar?
Yes, exactly. Not a bad game at all. Very good game if you played it. It's just it died literally a week later. Like the numbers were so down. It's like, okay, it's not even worth playing. They're still making updates on that game, however, by the way. And I have no idea for who. The player base is like 50 people.
Yeah, I have no idea why.
So either way, let's move on. As for Loop, again, there's a couple other things they showed, etc., etc. We're gonna move on a little bit something here, real quick on this one, and I just wanted to kind of mention it because I thought it looked interesting. A game called Exodus. If you don't know what this is, it's basically Mass Effect, right? It's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, this was revealed like last year, no?
Yeah, it was revealed last year, and it actually the one of them claims to fame is that he basically starts Matthew McConaughey, the actor, as one of the roles in the game. So basically, you literally will hear him. He doesn't look like him, the character on the screen, but it's definitely his voice. And again, it's kind of like a Mass Effect-ish thing. I believe this is a first person. No, I'm not gonna be first person. It's third person sci-fi, but it's a single player story, right? Is my understanding?
That's what it looks like.
I don't have any other details on it. If it is, this is right up my alley. This is literally what I ask people to do. And as long as it's not broken at launch, I'm in day one. I adore this concept. I want more of this. Single player, third person shooter like Mass Effect. All right, why don't we have more of these? Do we have a lot of these? I don't think we have that many of these, do we? Right?
No, cloning Mass Effect is pretty hard, so like people don't try it.
Yeah. And I love, by the way, if you look at the IGN video for Exodus, the latest trailer, the top comment is amazing. I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my most anticipated game. I'm like, bravo, because it's clear this is basically Mass Effect. They're trying at it. I'm game for this. Any final thoughts on this? Otherwise, we can move on.
Not much. I mean, it looks good, but like I don't know.
But it looks good. It looks good. Like if they nail it, it's like, oh, this could be like a 9, 10 out of 10. I'll enjoy it. As long as the story's good, the combat's good, right? Whatever.
Yeah, there was one animation that threw me off, like with the facial animation, where it was like, oh, I don't know if that was good, but like, other than that nitpicking, it looked fine. I just need to see more like raw gameplay. There's gameplay in the trailer, like right, like thrown in
Yeah,
here and there.
there's
But it's
plenty of
raw
gameplay in the
content.
trailer.
Exactly, but like I just need to see it like kind of like flowing.
Yes, I
So I don't
agree.
know. Yeah, I don't know how exciting it would be to like I don't know use that combat or something, right? Like Mass Effect's combat was good for the time, but nowadays it's probably like a bit slow or maybe or funky. I don't know.
It actually it controls extremely well, particularly Mass Effect 2 and 3. They're still top-notch third-person shooters. Right in the equivalency of like Gears of War. Like Gears of War is like the gold standard in my opinion. Um, they're very very close. So this game, as long as it nails that, and this is the trick, the game's apparently it's out in 2027. Like we're not even expecting this next year, so they're definitely showing gameplay now. Gives me hope that it's like, okay, you're cooking. You're showing gameplay. You're committed to a concept, and you have a year and a half to work on it at least. Good. Like polish, refine.
Yeah,
That's
a
what
good
I
point.
want. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's move on. A couple of the things here. Again, I'm moving on. I'm skipping some things like the Order of the Sinking Star trailer, by the way. Which I think I thought it was fascinating. I don't know if you want to talk about it. The
Is that the
Jonathan Blow title.
puzzle game? Yeah, I did like that. The it looks like you remember Lolo kind of.
Yes, that's the only thing I mentioned. Is like, man, this looks perfect for you, Manny. Like you adore this type of games.
Yeah, I don't know about 250 hours of.
Did you read
puzzle.
that? No, that's one of the reasons I'm mentioning this. 250 hours. I'm like, god damn.
It's an insane like astronomical number, dude. Like The Witness. I don't know if you played The Witness. I did, and I don't know if I can't remember if I 100%ed it, but I did a lot of it. If not all of it. But it's too. That game was too much puzzle. Maybe I just didn't like that type of puzzle, where the one that was using The Witness. But it definitely ran its course. It was too long for what it was, kind of thing. Like too many of that type of puzzle. Like maybe if this is more interesting and it has more like variety and stuff like that, it might help. But 250 hours of like, goddamn, that's an insane amount. It just sounds way too high for a puzzle game.
Yeah, that it sounds apparently there's like an interview with Jonathan Blow after the game was shown that it's like he has been working for the last 5 or 6 years just creating puzzles, and it was like, I thank you for the work. I just don't know, but if it's good, I welcome it. So let's see. Anyway, sorry, wanted to mention that Order of the Sinking Star. Moving on. One of the other big showcases, and this is one of my other predictions, by the way. We got to see the next Control game. This is from the Remedy studio, one of my favorite studios. I think Remedy is doing an excellent job. I always feel bad because their games don't sell as much as they should, in my opinion. I think their games are super top-notch. They've been a top studio for the last 15 years, honestly. Yet their games just, they scrape by kind of thing. But hopefully they're doing good, because they're making another Control. This one's called Resonant, and it is more an action-adventure game. Think the universe of Control, but playing a game like a Devil May Cry action-adventure, Nier Automata, like melee-based game. And you know it's gonna fuck with you. Sorry for the language, but you know this game's gonna have some weird level designs, which I'm super for. This is a day one for me easily. I'm a Control fan now. Like after playing Control, the first one, I love this universe. So anything related to this, day one for me. But what did you think? And actually, have you played Control 1?
I haven't played Control now. Seems like I would like it. Looks good, but yeah, without knowing more about the universe and like all of that stuff that adds to the reveal, right? Like I don't have much else to say. I think it looked like a competent action game, which is different from them, right? Like they normally do shooters, third-person shooters, right?
Yes.
Whether it's like Alan Wake, which is like survival horror, or Control, which is more what would you call that? Paranormal horror?
Yeah, it is. It is. By the way, it has Control has one of the best top 2 or 3 levels I've ever played in my life. Control.
Yeah, like Psychonauts type Milkman.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Like Titanfall 2, the level where you're switching back and forth between 2 different time zones at the same time. This game it has a level.
Do that in God, what's the stealth game? Dishonored 2. They do that in Dishonored 2. Like you're also swapping between 2 timelines.
Yes, they did. But I'm saying like from what I have played, things like that. Control is literally my favorite level of all time, or something like that. Like a mission. Like there's a particular segment in the game that it's like so messing with you. Gravity, things moving around, etc., back and forth, things switching around, the level moving, and it's like this is genius on a level that I have to this day I still haven't seen anybody topple it, and that's Control 1. So when I saw the trailer, immediately I saw things that reminded me of that. So I'm like, oh, I know they took that idea and just dialed it up to 11 for this game. That's what it looks like. So
yeah, I feel like I need to catch up on Remedy games. I remember trying. What was their previous one for Control? It wasn't that good. Quantum Break.
I actually replayed that last year. Still held up extremely well. It's just short.
But it's not that good. I remember playing it. It was like
bad. It's just relatively short,
like
if you will. But it's great. No, that game's easily an 8 or 9. I'll give it a 9. The problem is people put too much pressure on the story. The story is not that great, but it's got a lot of known actors, and it's got this like spin-up thing of like live action. But the live action is kind of like a side episodes where you don't need to watch it. Remember back in the day when you have TV shows like that would be associated to a video game, but they were basically nothing related to it.
Yeah.
It's like that.
They tried to do that.
Where it's like, oh, I'm learning about the security guard that I met. It's like a 20-hour TV episode about the security guard that I met for 2 minutes in the game. Like, I don't care about you. You're not the main character or any of the other main characters in the game when you're playing the game. But the TV show is about the other character, and I'm like, I don't care at all. But they made it. It exists. But yeah, again, I'll defend Quantum Break. But keep going.
No, I'm just saying, like, Remedy has a pretty good track record, like, going back to I guess, the Max Payne days, but, yeah, like, Control and Alan Wake 2 are, like, Game of the Year contenders, right? So, like, they're
yes,
good.
For sure. So, yeah,
definitely.
This looks really good, so, all right, let's move on. Next. Okay, some a live-action movie trailer. This I think was the coolest reveal, like in person on the show. If you watched only the trailer for the movie, but didn't watch the reveal of the characters during the Game Awards, please do so. I thought they did extremely well. But this is the Street Fighter movie. We're getting a Street Fighter movie. It's very loyal to the source material. Let's just say that. And I think they're having fun with this. So I personally liked what I saw. It reminds me, honestly, of the first Street Fighter movie with the great Robert Julia.
Raul Julia.
What?
Raul.
Sorry. Oh, no, I said the name wrong. I'm sorry. Raul, yeah. But yeah, this reminded me of the first movie. Which, again, that first movie is kind of so bad. But we've talked about it many times. It has some of the best jokes, scenes. It's completely rewatchable, almost from start to finish.
Yeah. It's like I don't know if it's so bad it's good. I like the campiness.
It's like, good. I think it's completely decent. I'm like, there's nothing wrong here. I'm like, this is bad. This is cringe. None of it's kind of okay. It's kind of great.
Funny. Like it's like. And I don't know if it's because it takes itself seriously. I don't think it takes itself that seriously.
It doesn't.
At all.
And that's why it works. Because everything works. It's in the same level.
Yeah. And I remember back in the day, like between Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter, like everybody's like Mortal Kombat is clearly a better movie. But I feel like over time, I way enjoy Street Fighter movie nowadays.
Yes. It really captures so well the, getting Guile being like, being the and Chun-Li having the bodyguards and all that kind of stuff, and the mechanics between Chun-Li and Bison in the movie. Bison having his main generals all over, right?
Yeah. Bison also like stole that
Like
movie.
it's
Like,
very much the video game. It's like they took the story from the game and they made it into the movie, where literally Sagat and Vega have this beef with Ken and Ryu, and I think that was in the games. At least it was in the animated short when they made the animated movie, right? The Street Fighter animated movie 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same concept, the same story as the Street Fighter live action movie, the first one. And I'm like, yeah, it's all canon. There's nothing. I played the games. There's nothing that's inconsistent with it, so it works. So yeah, some things like Blanca, that's stupid, but
but like it's a fucking Blanca in concept is a weird thing already, right? Same
it's
thing with
extremely
Dawson.
weird.
Like,
Yeah, there's almost no way to make it work.
Seeing those things in real life, it's like just bizarre and jarring. Like in a movie, obviously.
So I think it completely worked. The trailer, particularly also the reveal of the actors. They had every single person on the Game Awards. If you haven't seen this, I'll send you the full video.
50 Cent. For some reason,
Except 50 Cent. Fine, we lost one, but everybody was there, right? And it was a great cast. And I'm like, damn. When I was hearing the casting and all that kind of stuff, I'm like, this sounds horrible. Until I saw them all together there, and I'm like, okay, I get where you're going. You're just going for volume rather than quantity rather than quality. But it's fine.
I will say the Zangief guy looked like legit.
Yes, he was so close. I'm like, God damn, that is a perfect guy.
It's like, holy shit, that is.
No, and even Chun-Li and Cammy, I think, are great choices. I mean, they look great for the parts, etc., right? And even Ken and Ryu, which I think are a little bit odd. It's like, you know what? I could see them. I could work. I'm picking a couple of wrestlers for the different roles.
Yeah, like, I think definitely a lot of them are wrestlers.
Yeah, but it works. It's like, you know what? Screw it. As long as it's fun, I don't care if it's like, oh, I look and like parry. I don't care. That sounds fun. That sounds fun. So I'm like, oh, perfect. So I'm all in for this. I'm all on board. Any other thoughts on this?
It's one of those movies that like Hollywood hates and like fans like enjoy it.
Yeah.
The question is, how many fans does Street Fighter have to see if it could carry us?
I don't know. We're having another after the last Mortal Kombat movie. I'm like, I don't know how much worse the Mortal Kombat the next movie is gonna be because we have a second one. And I think if you looked at the next Mortal Kombat movie that comes out next year, that trailer makes it look like it's even more campier and cornier than the first one. And I'm like, thank you.
They definitely went a lot. Yeah, exactly. Definitely went a lot more like embrace Johnny Cage. He's funny. Like whatever. I'm like all this dumb shit. Like which is
correct, and that's fine. I'm like perfect. That's how you're supposed to go. Not the super plot armor from the first movie, but this.
Or like serious, like oh, Scorpion is a serious character.
You have too many characters. You have too many characters. You can't make a solo Street Fighter movie. So just go crazy.
Saying, like, how seriously can you take a guy that like came from hell, kind of thing, right? Like it's not. You don't.
Yeah, I'm saying like, look, you have Baraka and things like that. Like, no, we already had Goro in the first movie, and he's so weak in the first movie that it's like annoying. Sorry, spoilers. So no, skip it. Go crazy.
He does get taken out kind of quick, but
he loses on the first fight of the movie he's in against the plot armor guy. That is the weakest thing.
He's one of the three weak characters.
But his power is literally defense, and it's like, oh god, and sticks. Oh my god, no! You lost to Kalik from Soul Calibur, or something.
Oh, you're talking about the remake. I was
the new one. The new Mortal Kombat.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you on that. No, yeah, for sure.
No. The 100%. Original Goro is great.
Yeah, okay. I thought you meant the original Goro. I was
like, no. The new one with the dumb Kano.
Like he died like a punk.
He was a. I'm sorry. I'm cursing again. I apologize. He was a bitch. Because it was like, God damn, man, that's supposed to be Goro. He's supposed to be fucking creepy. Like, I'm gonna send Goro to get this motherfucker. I'm like, that motherfucker better fucking die then. Because that Goro's a fucking final boss. And then motherfucker got a plot armor. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm talking about the new Mortal Kombat movie.
Yeah. No, that part sucked.
That sucks. Sucks. Like, that character just needs to be removed from the movie, and I think it would have worked so much better. But again, I don't know what happens to Hollywood sometimes. But I think the second Mortal Kombat movie...
Just like, they couldn't... They needed a human that wasn't like Tanya, I guess. So, and for some reason, not Johnny Cage either. They're doing it now for the sequel. But, like, in that first movie, it's like, well, no, let's just make a character.
But that movie literally has Kung Lao and Liu Kang, and they are nothing in that movie. It's like, what the hell?
They're not like, I don't know, like a Pretty Boy American kind of thing. Like, dumb Hollywood stuff.
So dumb. And again, that movie has redeeming qualities. It has cool combat and the whole thing. But, again, let's move on. I would like to dissect that movie, by the way, scene by scene one day. All right, next, Tomb Raider. We didn't get one, but two new Tomb Raider games, and I'm being new in general, because one of them is a remake of the original Tomb Raider. That is Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. Before that, though, they showed off the new Tomb Raider and the new Lara Croft model and everything, Tomb Raider Catalyst. Catalyst is coming out apparently in 2027. While the remake of the original Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis is coming out in 2026, so only next year already. So I am extremely excited. These are 2 day ones for me. Huge Tomb Raider fan, top 5 IP of all time for me, for anything. Tomb Raider, right? I'm a huge fan, so that's it. I have nothing else to say other than put it in my veins. So what are your thoughts on this? Hello? Hey, bro, can you hear me? I must have lost.
Hello, you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. There you go. I got you back.
All right. Well, that was weird. It was, I don't know. I was saying that I thought the back-to-back reveals were interesting, where it's like, okay, they're making a remake and a new entry in the series. Again, they're probably using the same engine, same everything. It's just new maps, new puzzles, new story, right? Like that type of stuff. And then that's how they're making it work. So very interesting. The Lara Croft design was fine. I don't see why some people might hate that.
People are stupid.
I thought it did think it looked a little bit different between the two games, which made no sense. Was it just me?
It kind of does, because it's actually the same story, the same character. She's slightly older in Catalyst, which is why she looks like a little bit old, slightly a little bit older. And this is her first adventure in Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. But Legacy of Atlantis is still a sequel to the Survivor series, which is the one that establishes her. Does it make sense?
So
it's
everything
all
is still in canon?
continuous. It's all canon, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
so
all
the
weird.
Survivor trilogy, which is like the
intro,
the
she's
most
young.
recent trilogy, is her origin story.
Yeah, she's 18, 19, 20. Yeah, correct.
And then it's like Atlantis and like the original trilogy, like that stuff.
Correct.
And then there's some weird stuff, which is like the shitty games, like the Angel of Darkness. And
Yeah. Yep. And those actually can be a little bit removed. Usually it's like the first 3 of each saga. And then now we have Catalyst, which is the continuation of the old Lara. And this is like a complete veteran Lara. Like she's done all these adventures now. She's got like 7 games under her boots by Catalyst. That's supposed to be the idea.
Yeah.
I think the model.
I'll say one thing. I need to see more gameplay. Like it felt like some of the stuff was gameplay, but like very, I don't know, cut in a way that it didn't look like gameplay. So it's like, if it's a scripted event or something like that.
They are.
And yeah, and like I just need to see like the I don't know, shooting and like the action.
So,
see how
Tomb Raider's supposed to be more adventure, like
yeah,
puzzle,
there is combat.
So there is some combat. Combat has always been basically lock on. You press the button, you press the trigger, and that's it. And the thing nice.
Yeah, but that won't work nowadays. You need something like at least give me Max Payne, which it looks like it might have like Max Payne-esque
Survivor made
combat.
it third-person shooter, like completely, which is why they're
Yeah,
my
yeah,
favorite.
but it doesn't look like it's a Survivor trilogy combat at all. Like it looks like it's going more arcadey,
True.
combat, like with the guns.
Yeah.
So
So we'll see. Definitely, I'm definitely on the hook. On they got me with these two trailers, not just one but two. I was like, oh god, I got two new titles. I'm in. By the way, the Tomb Raider 1 remake, Legacy of Atlantis, is this the first time we have ever had a second remake for one title? Because we already have a complete remake from the ground up called Tomb Raider Anniversary of Tomb Raider 1. This is the second full remake from the ground up of Tomb Raider 1.
Yeah, I can't think of any other games that have been remade twice.
I think Resident Evil 1 is going to be the next one to do this.
Yeah, RE1 is kind of due, I think, at this point. That remake is pretty old.
Yep.
It's like 2003 or something,
Yeah,
right?
but that was a full remake.
Oh, yeah, that for sure.
So that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
it still plays well. Like I mean, it plays like a 20-year-old game. Don't get me wrong, but like it plays decently well for a 20-year-old game. Like, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. We're almost done. We're missing three things here. Real quick, this one will be quick. There's a game called No Law, which they showed off. I thought it was really good. They showed some gameplay, first-person shooter. Kind of very big cyberpunk vibes, and I would assume it's RPG-ish rather than more Deus Ex, because this is from the creators of the Ascent video game, Neon Giant / Krafton, and they're making this game. Yeah, so
wow,
the Ascent.
That's a big leap in.
That's a huge leap. That is from isometric action RPG shooter kind of thing, cyberpunky, to full-on open map world, first-person cyberpunk action title. Not action, but like an RPG. So I think this is still gonna be RPG. I don't know how we have much details. We just showed that, but they showed gameplay.
Yeah, they only showed like action. Like I mean, they made it like seem like the story might have been interesting, but I don't know about RPG. Like we didn't see.
But I could see this being a more like a Deus Ex kind of game.
Yeah, we need those because that's a vacuum that Deus Ex left.
And that's why I said it. That's literally why I said it. I was like, Cyberpunk is there. I don't know if you want to go to the high open world that Cyberpunk has, but yeah.
They did show like a little bit of stealth, which maybe might be an inclination that, like, you know, if I'm spec towards stealth or if I want to take this area and do it stealthily, like that might be an option, right?
Yep. All right. Just wanted to mention that real quick. No Law. I thought that was interesting. We'll know more when the game comes out. We have no release date. Real quick, the final two. Let's go with your favorite. Your probably the game of the show. They showed a new Mega Man game. Mega Man Dual Overdrive. Am I saying that right?
Mm-hmm.
New 2D Mega Man game coming in 2027. It is basically Mega Man 12. I think it's a continuation of the Mega Man OG series, but they're ditching the numbers. They're just calling it Subtitle X. I'm like, that's fine, at least for me. What did you think? You are the huge Mega Man fan. You wanted Mega Man. You got Mega Man.
I mean, it's cool that they're doing something, but like, I don't know if it's blasphemy, but like, fucking, where is Mega Man X? Like, you've done Mega Man before already, revived it like 4 times. I feel like. Let me see. Only technically twice with Mega Man 9 and Mega Man 11, and now this one. So 3 times. Like long enough time that it just feels like a revival. But like Mega Man X, untouched. Like where the hell is Mega Man X? Like Mega Man X was like, don't get me. And I feel like I said, like almost like blasphemy because I'm excited, but I'm like, man, work on your other Mega Man half. Like,
yeah,
that would be cool. I mean, for this one, they didn't show much. That's kind of the take. It just Mega Man looked good, and that's it. It just looks like it's definitely gonna be like a more budgety game, right? Maybe $20-$30 kind of thing. which is fine. That's kind of like where Mega Man needs to live, unless you do some weird 3D overhaul, which probably won't work. Or that's not. I don't think that's what fans want. So it's kind of bittersweet, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like we're getting what we want, but also we want more, something new or like something more fresh. Like, I don't know.
My concern is if this is not a $60 title, right, for Capcom, or
No, it can't be.
it could be, man.
It looked too budgety.
But let's see. Let's hope. Let's wait and see. I'm definitely hoping that it's something that it works for them. New Mega Man title, excellent. I love Mega Man games. Even though I beat 11, I beat a bunch of the X ones. I bought all these collections that they released. I think I own like 50 Mega Man games at this point on Steam or wherever, and I haven't played a single one. I own them.
Yeah, I mean, I've beaten like obviously like 1, 2, and 3 multiple times, right? Like I beat the 9 and 10. I love 9, dude. 9 is so goddamn good. 11, I played it recently, so I never played it until recently. It's good. It's like a solid Mega Man game. Like it feels like Mega Man, and this is probably what this is gonna be, right? It just it's cool that it exists, but like I also want, I don't know, put a twist on it. Put something like modern, like an actual modern take. I don't know what that is, and maybe this game has it. We just haven't seen it. Right? Like we just saw a teaser.
Again, 2027 for a 2D Mega Man game. I like that they showed it, but it's like that's like 2 years away. Why?
Yeah, I mean it's cool, man. Like I'll take it. Like I said, but I also want like X and Zero and all this stuff. Like you have other characters that aren't just Mega Man, that are just as known, like just as well known, right? Like
there's so much they could do with Zero or anybody, all the other characters. It's crazy.
Yeah, and X, like X is technically a different character. Like
yes,
you know what I mean?
So
and
so good. An X Zero game, like good, well made. Even a little bit 3D if you want, but God, it was so good. But no, can't have nice things, Manny. Can't. But not, well, we can have some nice things. We're getting a new 2D Mega Man game. We want more, as you said.
Yeah, and it's like I'm happy. That's all I'm gonna say. But God damn it, do something else with that universe, man. Like there's so much more. It's just another fucking Mega Man game with Roll and Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. Perfectly fine. But where is all the rest of your universe? You have expanded this universe over the decades. Like where is it?
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to the final. The final thing we want to talk about from the announcements from the show, and that is the final nightcap, if you will, the final game of the show, and that is a new hero shooter from a new studio called Wildlight Entertainment. This is from the makers of Apex Legends and Titanfall. The game is called High Guard, and it's actually a free-to-play title. At least it seems like it, because they said play free. But maybe it's like a weekend free. But I'm assuming it's a free title. It comes out January 2026 of next year. So basically a month from now, we will be playing this game, which is kind of the good thing. They showed gameplay, which again, I appreciate gameplay. But once you see the game, it looks really cool. And then you realize it's a hero shooter. And the balloon kind of fell from the room once you kind of got that idea. So High Guard, it had like this cowboy setting, shooter, of course, first-person shooter, hero shooter where you're basically pushing the enemy team to the other side. It has some weird mechanics with some sort of like ram shield thing. Everybody has power-ups, I'm assuming ultimates. It's Overwatch, new skin. You could have told me this is a new reveal for the new Overwatch character, and I could have believed you. What did you think of this, Manny? High Guard.
I think it was a pretty bad final reveal. Like, it's cool that that it was developed in secret or whatever, right? And it's like coming out soon. But saving this for the final reveal and then like leading with it like, oh, they're trying to it's all marketing, but they're trying to like recreate or re this what's the term that they use? I already forget. But like almost like reimagine the first person shooter genre. And it's like, oh wow, high bar. And like, okay, these people know what they're doing kind of thing. And then you just see another hero shooter.
Look,
completely deflated the whole like the air out of the room.
Yeah, because here's the thing, when I was looking at it, some of the heroes were copy paste existing heroes from other shooters already. Like the cowboy that comes out with the 6-shooter. He's like, that's McCree or whatever his name is now. And I'm like, that's copy paste from him. So why would I care for that character? I'm like, oh, look at this guy with a revolver. I'm like, you know, you're not original when you show that. And they highlighted that, and they highlighted, here's the guy that turns into a beast and slams at the enemy. And I'm like, yeah, that's Winston. Keep going.
Yeah, exactly. Like nothing was original. The art style just made it look like Overwatch Medieval, like literally.
Or Overwatch skins, yeah, Overwatch Medieval skins. It's like, oh, cool, they released some new skins for Overwatch.
And then just having it be the last reveal was like so. It made it worse. Definitely made it worse.
Look, I appreciated the gameplay, right? Giving me like straight up like and now it's coming out soon. Perfect. I love this. I will play this. I will definitely try this. I like games like this. But the same thing I said with 4Loop. And again, 4Loop is probably paid, so it's even worse. I don't know how much I can commit to this, where I don't have time to play Overwatch. Because I like Overwatch. Like, I don't hate it. It's just like, I have no time for you. And every time I go back in after like a year, it's like, I don't remember any of the characters. You changed the heroes. You added new heroes. I don't know what they're doing. And like, the bar is too high for me, time commitment-wise, to commit to this game to play it again. So that's why I drop a lot of these games. It's like, there's too many other things to keep track of. I can't keep track of everything, all the heroes, all the changes. So now I feel like I'm at a disadvantage when I play it. And maybe not, you know, you can catch up relatively quick. It's like Marvel Rivals, etc., etc. But it's like, you already have a pretty competitive space in that area. I have no idea how High Guard's going to do. I'll try it. But if you're telling me, is it going to be more like Overwatch or Concord? I don't know, and I'm feeling the later maybe a little more.
Yeah, didn't people call it like Concord 2?
That's what they were calling it, yeah, except for Loop already took that title earlier in this show because it was from Sony.
Nah, I think this is way more.
Exactly. So again, and I don't wish it, but it's like, so it's only so many you can do. Like, what do you expect? Like 500,000 people at launch, 50K by the week after? Is that okay? I know everybody's chasing this. Like, they prefer to green light and fail 20 of these than to green light one single player title. And it's like, fine, keep failing upwards apparently, because this is what keeps studios afloat too. So that's good.
Well, this is a new studio though, right?
Yeah, this is their first title. And again, I will play this. I'll probably make a video of this. It's probably not gonna be long.
Yeah, I honestly think Jeff fucked up here by putting this as the.
Yeah, apparently he shows this as the final one. He thought this is the thing people want to see. And it's like,
yeah, that's big. Like, he did not read the room
at all. At all. Yeah. Either Divinity, which again I would not have put as the final trailer. Honestly, Control should have been the last one from the things that I saw.
Yeah, you could have left it with Mega Man. That's it. Like,
or Mega Man. I would have been okay with Mega Man. Yeah. Or Tomb Raider, but I don't think Tomb Raider.
With Okami. Like, Okami was the last thing, and it's like a teaser. Okami was an announcement to like.
Holy shit! I forgot Okami 2 exists. I forgot. Yeah, exactly. You literally reminded me. I'm like, God, it really is real. I did not dream that. I literally thought I dreamed it.
Yeah, Capcom. You know, I love Capcom, and they're going back into their like IP piggyback. Like, definitely with Onimusha, with Okami, with Mega Man again. Like, yeah. About damn time, dude.
About them time. Yeah. All right. Before we wrap up, and these are the announcements. Any final thing on high guard? I think we discussed it enough, right?
Boo.
Perfect. Before we, sorry, what? Boo?
Boo it. I just boo it.
Boo it.
I
Perfect.
wonder how
Boo
much
it.
money they paid for it, basically. Like,
Boo it again. All right. And again, I don't hate it. I will play it. I will play it. I was excited when I saw it first. It's just like, I'm not going to have time for you. All right. So before we wrap up, we did want to talk about the actual game awards, and give high props to the big winner of the show.
You mean the Expedition 33 award?
Yes, the Expedition 33 award. This will now be called the Expedition 33 Awards until somebody wins more than 9 awards. Because they won 9 awards. Clair Obscur Award, Game of the Year, Independent, Narrative, Performance, Role-Playing, Art Direction, Game Direction, Debut, Indie, which I find it weird a little, and Score and Music. The only thing they did not win was against Battlefield 6, which instead of score and music was audio, just like a sound effects. Apparently Battlefield won that, and I think Battlefield, I would have given that to Battlefield. Like Battlefield's audio, the sound effects, the bullets, the explosions.
Yeah, that was. I don't even know why Clair Obscur was nominated for that one, because like, it's not the craziest audio design.
Yeah, no offense to them, but they're not. It's not the craziest, not the most complicated thing. Yeah.
They did lose another one. They lost the Player's Choice Award, which is the one that was.
Oh, but that's like an automatic free-to-play mobile game award every year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What won it this year? That one?
Wuthering Waves won it actually.
Correct. I got. Keep it.
But it's impressive that Wuthering Waves beat Genshin.
Yeah, that too. But Genshin's a little old now at this point. Genshin's like, funny enough, Genshin's like for old players, like probably young people. I was like, what is Genshin Impact? I was like, well, that's like a 4-year-old game or whatever it is, or 5 years old. It's not that old.
Yeah.
But for the free-to-play titles, it is. But yeah, excellent award and nominees. I think the awards were also honestly great. Again, a lot of Clair Obscur, particularly the best performance as Miley. Miley? I forgot how to spell her name. But Jennifer English, I found that was an outstanding, great choice. And again, 3 people from Clair Obscur were nominated for best performance, by the way. Out of the 6 nominations, 3 were from Clair Obscur. That's how dominant it was for best performance, by the way. So, yeah.
Yeah, there weren't that many games with like high caliber performances that I could recall. I guess Death Stranding and like the Ghost of Tsushima's, like your good old Sony.
Yep.
Single player games.
Oh, and I did want to mention that the best action and best action adventure games went to the 2, I guess, indie darlings, if you will, Hades 2 and Hollow Knight Silksong, respectively.
Dude, I'm sad that they didn't win more. They deserved more. Same thing with Kingdom Come Deliverance, dude. Like,
yep.
Didn't win a thing because it was just an RPG in a year.
It did
where
win
like,
one thing, no? Kingdom Come Deliverance? I thought they won one thing.
They didn't win shit. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I thought at some point they had won something, but maybe I was wrong. But again, yeah. Obviously, upcoming most anticipated title for the 8 years in a row was won by Grand Theft Auto. So, I make that joke, but I'm pretty sure it's like at least consistent. So that's all I can say. Any final thoughts on the whole show, etc., etc.?
DK Bonanza won Best Family Game. I like that. I
thought that was cute. Best Family Game. Yeah. And
there were a
fighting.
couple of games.
Sorry?
That you didn't mention.
Which one?
One of them was Ace Combat 8. I thought that was kind of cool. Like, I was like, oh.
Yes, I like Ace Combat titles. It's just, first of all, there was too much to announce. Second of all, it's kind of CGI-ish trailer. I don't even know if it's gameplay in there. So.
I don't know, dude. Like, they don't need to do much, and they make that shit look good.
No, it looks good. Those Ace Combat games are like Gran Turismo, like racing games. They can make them look good.
That's what I'm saying. Like, That announcement was cool. And then the other game that looked really good was Phantom Blade Zero. Is it just me? That game is looking quite insane. Like, I don't understand.
Yes. My concern is the hype that is getting like this Blood Meat Wukong vibes, and I'm toning my expectations every time I hear some of this like I think it's Chinese developer, right? Like Phantom Zero.
Yeah, I think so. It's either that.
Again, they still have to kind of show me when it comes out reviews before I get super hyped for it. I played Black Meat Wukong. I don't think it's that great. Like I played a ton more better Souls likes than that one, but that is just me. But that game sold extremely well. This one looks really, really enticing. I'm with you. It also comes out September 2026, so it's like a year away. So I'm like, plenty of time to think about that one.
It's not that far.
Competing against Grand Theft Auto at this point.
I mean, we're getting some good Souls likes next year though. Like this one looks really good. We're getting Neo 3. We know Neo 3 is good as fuck. Like that was.
Oh, and I wanted to mention just before we wrap up, because we're about to wrap up, best fighting game, Fatal Fury, which didn't have much competition. No offense. It's either that or like 3 collections, remakes, old titles, and then 2XKO.
A bunch of collections or a game that's in beta, or
that is like the worst selection of the 5 categories between the 5 nominees. It's like none of you deserve this award. Somebody has to get it. In my opinion, no offense to Fatal Fury, and I own that game. But...
It's a good fighting game. All right, I got 3 more quick announcements. Right, Forest 3 looks interesting. I don't know if you know what that is. It's Sons of the Forest or the Forest like games. This is apparently the 3rd one.
No, I
don't know. They're taking a futuristic-y approach. What was the other 2? Shit, I had them right here. Total War Warhammer 40K. That's
Total War. I like Total War. Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. I thought that was like okay. It's good. It's cool that it exists. I found a 3rd one. Lords of the Fallen 2. Mind you, it's just more Lords of the Fallen.
I love Lords of the Fallen. It was one of my favorite games the year it came out. That and Lies of P. I've always said that. I love those 2 titles, and I played them side to side with each other, and I had the most fun I've had since Dark Souls 2 or something, or 3. Or Elden Ring. I guess Elden Ring's not even that old. I love Souls likes when they click, they click. So yeah, Lords of the Fallen is right up my alley. And Code Vein's coming out next month, by the way.
Is it really next month?
Next month? I think it's coming in January. I'm like, God damn, I don't have time for this.
What's that game so many months though, dude? Like, what?
It's like 2 Souls likes coming out next month, Manny. 2 big ones, I think. We need to check. Yeah. All right. Any other things? That's a good catch. Good announcements. Thank you for bringing those up. Yeah.
Think I'm good. Think you need to wrap up. No, you need to be.
Yep. Yeah, I need to leave like in 10 minutes. I have something else. So with that, let me look for the outro. Any quick desserts, things you want to talk about gaming wise, etc., etc.?
I started playing Pokemon ZA. That's apparently the first game I played in like 2 months. That isn't like a random Xbox survival or game on Game Pass.
Perfect. Let me know. You and I will talk later about Pokemon CA. What you think of the combat, etc., etc. I think it's a improvement in some areas. Obviously not in some, but I think it's honestly a good take. And I think the Legend games for Pokemon is the way where they're experimenting with things. And I just wish they incorporated those new experiments into their mainline games faster.
I mean, their next mainline game is supposed to be next year, right? Based on that leak.
Yep. So we'll see. All right. So let me get myself wrapped up here. So as we end our gaming meal, we would like to thank everybody for listening. You can look for Gaming Meal on most social media platforms. I run those, by the way. Feel free to share, give a follow, please leave a comment, all that social media stuff. We greatly appreciate that. And also, please visit our website at thegamingmeal.com for more Gaming Meal goodness. That is all for today, and have a good one, everyone.